You're listening to WXSJ 97.3 Sunshine Jam.
Is that thing on? Is this thing on? Test, test. Mary had a little lamb.
So we're on. Hola, soy Rico.
You sure that's recording?
Eduardo Esteban Octosonidasti Abrastais.
My name's Keith fucking Jackson. It says so on my birth certificate. I'm not just being crude. My middle name is fucking Keith fucking Jackson. Why? Because my parents knew I was going to be a badass from the get-go.
That damn dog, shut up! You stupid dog. Anyway, you know, like I said, man, I'm the bass player. I'm the one that made the band popular.
What?
The bass player, man, that's what makes a band popular.
Well, I usually brush my teeth every day and avoid getting all that celibate coming out of my mouth.
I'm not going to say it was completely because of me, because, I mean, the music's kick-ass, but I'm funny as shit. And, I mean, Millions of Dollars says so.
But yeah, when he joined the band, we took off. You know, that's when we probably made all our money, you know. But it wasn't because of him, you know. I mean, he was popular because of us.
One day I was singing karaoke at some little dive in Shartsville.
We come from Shartsville.
I shouted when you departed, now I'm left here broken hearted. You were the one that I was having sex with.
Nobody knows where Shartsville is, and most of us citizens like to keep it that way, you know what I mean?
El destructor del mundo.
I mean, I feel like I'm repeating myself every time I do a goddamn interview.
Hey?
I joined the band back in the 90s, when it was, you know, back in Shartsville in the 90s. I've been a big fan of Whiskey Sharts for as long as I can remember.
Back in '68, I was driving in front of a bar. It said Whiskey Sharts. And I said, I'll be the drummer for them. Can't be that hard.
This song is dedicated to the man that started it all.
I've never seen you this week before.
I'd always looked up to Stan Mason Dixon. He's the originator. He's a person that put Whiskey Sharts together. He was this man that would play on all these different country and western albums, you know. He came from this little town called Chartsville. He was tired of all the humdrum, everybody pouring their hearts out, you know. Oh, this is, take a look at my soul, I'm such a deep goddamn musician and all that. And so he was like, well, you know, he had a bit of a sense of humor. So he was like, I'm gonna write funny songs, and you know, they were pretty good. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty funny. But then one day I was singing karaoke at some little dive in Shartsville, and Stan was there, and he came over to me and he was like, "How would you like to be the front man of Whiskey Sharts?" And I thought he was playing with me at first, and I told him to fuck off. You know, it's not very funny, man. I just I just performed my ass off in front of like 15 people.
Me and Jimmy got together. We did that little duet. Remember? Jimmy and Rico. And then Stan found us. A bouncy house. Bouncy house? His birthday party. What? Yeah. Stan came over. I was taking a little siesta, like we take after a great show at the Children's Hospital. And he first talked to Jimmy. He was a little, I don't know if it was impressed or disappointed with me. But he gave us a try in the band, and that was done back in the days.
I've been speaking English all my life.
I'm a complicated man, and these are complicated times.
And then I realized he wasn't joking around, and he had me come in, and I don't think I hit it off with the guys right away, even though I was starstruck being there, because I had been watching them since I was a kid.
Stan, when you was already old and sounding kind of shartish, if I may use the word. I said, hey, I got this guy, and his name is Keith fucking Jackson. He sings very good.
So I came in and I just started writing songs, and then before we know it, we had 10 singles. And we were touring the country and everything, and we were a big fucking deal.
I mean, the reason his songs are so popular, is because he joined our band.
Who the fuck is Jim Woods? Oh, the bass player. Oh, right, yeah, he's the one. He's the reason why Whiskey Sharts is successful. Fucking unbelievable. Don't tell me that goddamn shit, man. You trying to put a wedge in my fucking band, man?
I feel insane.
Porque está cagando. Iba corriendo por mar.
Fuck you say to me?
Y con
What?
la cámara
Man,
sobre todo
you.
le dice,
You get this motherfucker out of here.
Matador, matador.
Fuck, man, this ain't drugs, man.
Le dicen matador porque
It's my medicine.
bien bam.
There's a rainbow right above me.
I don't know the lyrics of the
What does it
song,
mean? You gotta tell me.
so I'm just gonna batter them out. Put them babies, matador.
You're listening to WXSJ 97.3 Sunshine Jams.
Alright, man, don't leave me here like this with this stuff rolling, man. I need some adult supervision. Go and get into this? No, I mean, tell me, come on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me clear my throat. I'm an actor.
She's a brown-eyed.
What do you want me to say? Want me to talk about my worst drugged out in the gutter experiences? Cause I ain't hit rock bottom yet, so I don't think I can talk about it.
It's just TW, Tango Whiskey, man. You goddamn paparazzi's, man, with your fancy cameras and your fancy microphones, man, and your fancy suspenders and your toy poodles and shit like that, man. It's like, that's all you need to know, man. You don't ask me questions. You don't ask me questions unless you're gonna shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up if you're gonna ask me a question. You got me now?
Sorry, I just want to. We'll get started now.
It's my interview.
All right, I'm sorry.
It's my interview.
Damn right. Everybody knows who I am. Everybody in Shartsville knows who Kentucky, Montana is. Oh, you still rolling? You still recording? Well, God damn it. I'm sorry about that. Taking the Lord's name in vain. My name's Kentucky, Montana. Shartsville's #1 bar. My name, what the hell? Everybody knows my damn name, Kentucky, Montana.
There's been a lot of guys in and out of the band through the years, a lot of different keyboard players.
Keith had a approached me about joining the Whiskey Sharts, and at that point in time, I was kind of in the middle of this alien abduction, and plus the old Chevy broke down, which is pretty much commonplace what happens with an old Chevy. And anyway, long story short, I just I could not I couldn't commit, you know, but I still think that the Whiskey Sharts is really just like, you know, kind of almost like a religion to me.
I remember when the Whiskey Sharts first got started. Stan Mason Dixon, Trace Crooks, good friends of mine. They came to the bar and was talking about, we want to get ourselves a band, about 1968. Then they came through, they had a little band and everything, but I was like, you need a little more. They need a bassist and they need a drummer. So, put a little sign up in the Whiskey Sharts Saloon that said, bassist and drummer needed. We still recording? Yeah. All right. Jimmy Woods and Rico came together. I don't really understand what Rico do. He be banging on them drums and everything else.
Rico, man, Rico, what a drummer. Man, that guy's a great drummer. Personally, I don't know what to tell you about him because I've known him for 45 years and he still hasn't learned to speak English. So I don't really know the guy personally.
But I like to think of myself as still as you know, part of the band, or you know, at least like a family member. You know, kind of like that third cousin, you know, that's been once removed, you know, for indecent exposure. You know, I'm kind of like that guy that's like that neighbor that walks around the yard, you know, wearing like boxer shorts or Speedos and cowboy boots and stuff like that. But you just love them, and you gotta invite them to, like, you know, like barbecues and family outings and things like that.
Jimmy Woods. Jimmy Woods, damn near best bassist I ever heard in Sharpsville. He done traveled everywhere and did everything. Jimmy Woods been playing for a lot of people. Let me tell you, I seen it, I was guaranteed. He bum 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 bum. I ain't never seen a man slap at a bass the way he do.
And Jimmy Woods, he's the bass player. That's right. And the crook. Everybody wants the crook hook. They talk about the crook hook. It's kind of my sort of my nickname. It means a couple different things. The crook hook is if I come up with a decent guitar riff, you know, a hook, a musical hook. Then a producer one time. It was actually a producer that coined the term. Anybody remember who that was? Yeah, it was Prater Deucer. When I came up with a riff or something, I don't even remember what somebody said. That's it. That's the crook hook. And we were doing a song with Keith, and then he said, "It's almost there. It needs the crook hook. Vocals are all good. We just need to add something to it, some kind of melodic guitar riff to hook people in, make it more. I don't want to say sellable. That's not the right word, but to make it more of a hit. To give it that crook hook." He said. Keith fucking Jackson, it's true. That's his real name.
When Jimmy Woods and Rico came inside and they started playing and got together with Stan Mason Dixon and Trace Crooks, it's good sound, and they've been playing for a long time, since '68. Everything was going real good. Got a nice band, good sound, traveling everywhere in Charlottesville, but there was something missing. I needed some personality, some flair. It wasn't until the '90s that this boy, actually a boy my mama raised, Keith fucking Jackson, came to the scene. When Keith fucking Jackson came, everything changed.
First time that I met Keith fucking Jackson, we was at this bar. It was just on the outskirts of Shartsville. I think it was County Route 69. And this place, you know, like they got karaoke 7 nights a week. They start at noon on Saturdays and stuff. And I'd already been there, you know, and I was hanging out with these ladies, you know, and they were. You know, they kind of bought me some shots of tequila, you know, which, I mean, I got mad respect for the ladies, you know, because, like, in my mind, I mean, they are either naked, or they are in the kitchen, or they are buying me shots of tequila. I mean, I got mad respect like that, and that's just, you know, that's just the way that I am.
Man, what a guy. It's been hard on me not having my uncle around. We were really close, but having Keith in my life's helped. You know, he's been a good friend. We've accomplished a lot together creatively. And man, does he get the women. The ladies just love Keith. And I'm telling you, if you're there for the fallout, you'll be a happy guy.
I ain't never seen women throw panties on the stage till I seen fucking Keith fucking Jackson walk up and just grab that microphone. The minute he grabbed that microphone, them women was like, oh! I gotta give him, man, props. That man got some good stuff going on. He'll take his little trucker's hat, dip it down, and take tips from all the women.
Keith fucking Jackson walks up to me, you know, this is before I knowed him. I'll tell you what? And he came up and he put his hand on my shoulder, you know, kind of like a friend would. And he said, boy, you're pretty good, you know, and I think I said, you know, this is after I already sang like Freebird like about 4 times that night. But I ended up, I said, do what now? I said, I got your boy right here, and you get your goddamn hand off my shoulder. Well, I ended up, I'm sad to say, but I jumped up and I punched him right in his goddamn face. I did punch him in his goddamn face. I mean, you go ask him if you don't believe me. I did. And then, well, he ended up, man, he took that punch pretty good, man. He was like, kind of like, boom, you know, like that. And, well, he ended up, man, he punched me in my goddamn face. And I was like, whoa, man, you know. I was like, I didn't really expect that, you know. He don't have really big hands or nothing, but he, you know, he punched me in my goddamn face. And I was like, whoa. And then, you know, I stepped up and we kind of, you know, bowed up. We squared off on each other. And then I kind of had this epiphany, you know, and we both looked at each other, and at the exact same time, we both said, we should start a band, man. And, well, I'll tell you what, man, after that, you know, we were shaking hands, and we walked up to the bar and got us a tall, frosty mug of whiskey and a shot of beer, because that's what was on special that day. And we ended up, man, you know, I guess we've been friends ever since, you know. But it wasn't that long after that he was involved in the whiskey Sharts, and man, that's when I really just kind of realized that, man. When you hear the man, I mean, he is like a shaman. I mean, he is a lyrical and a musical genius.
Keith Jackson put that mouth to the microphone, and people just melt. Men and big ass bikers would just get all curly inside and just support that music. People was throwing their cowboy hats everywhere. Rodeos were going crazy. All for Whiskey Sharts, one of the best bands I ever heard.
I gotta get home. I gotta get home.
Do it. Just do it. I'm gonna mind.
Everybody wants it. Kentucky, Montana. Call me by my first name, though, Kentucky.
When I was a child, I mean, these neighbors, they had this dog, this old bird dog, and her name was Betsy, but we called her Duke.
Everybody wants some of the crook hook.
All right, I'm in Shartsville, America right now. In Shartsville.
You know, get out there and you teach that bird dog how to whistle. You know, because then you take the dog out hunting and it'll be able to whistle out bird calls. So, you know, it makes sense to me. I mean, at the time.
Oh, I got you.
What's the sea look like? Here's Shartsville.
We had this dog, man, we'd hold its mouth and stuff like that, and we'd say, go on, blow, you know, blow.
Yeah, that's right.
What's got, you know, figure out how to lose these fingers.
Why are you just mouthing words?
And we took a lot of time trying to teach these bird dogs how to whistle. I mean, the closest we got is this one dog. It would, every now and then, it would fart on cue, but well, come to find out, there ain't no way in hell you can teach a bird dog how to whistle. There ain't no way in hell.
Make the hook when you say hook.
Everybody wants some of that crook hook.
You still recording? I'm Kentucky, Montana.